Hello again. It's probably been what? We're in October, like 6 months, 7 months since I last did one of these. If you're new here, welcome to Fighting Mediocrity, where I literally complain about my life. I'm playing. It's not always complaints, but for the most part, I'm just updating everyone with what's going on in life. And I was recently inspired, in fact, after watching a guy on YouTube. I think his name's Danny Lebrant. I'm shit at names, and I barely speak English if I'm completely honest. So you're gonna have to you're gonna have to forgive me if I got it incorrect. But yeah, I've been checking his vlogs out, and yeah, they're entertaining. He's got a series, 0 to 100K a month, and I can't lie. If I could spell out some of the intricate parts of this year and why they've been so challenging, I'd love to. But I feel like I'll give certain people way too much credit for the inconveniences that they've caused. I wanted to create this episode as I'd actually like to start my own 0 to 100K. Oh, I was holding it way too high. I'm sorry. Uh, I'd like to start my own 0 to 100K series. Why? Um, I don't know. It's entertaining. It's something, and it will also make me. By just recording myself every day, I get to what's the word? I get to be held accountable to something that's not just my own laziness. I need to have a forfeit for what happens if I don't commit to recording a vlog every day. Whether it's just going to be a shitty one where I'm just speaking into my phone, or whether it's going to be something where I actually speak into a mic like this. I have got it in mind that I will be doing this for as long as it takes to get to 0 to 100K a month. Now, a little bit of a backstory if you're not familiar with me. I'm currently a 27-year-old entrepreneur that resides in Manchester, UK. That is. I've had a few different goes at creating businesses. Some did better than others. My current one that I am involved in, and I've been working on long term. I pretty much spent most of my adult life working on this business. Now I think about it, it's called Love Circular. If you're unfamiliar with Love Circular, it's a currently a training provider that allows for people to learn skills in software engineering, data science, and product design. That's what we're most famously known for. And we have boot camps, online courses, and some other extra bits on the side. Outside of that, we've got a few things that go through Love Circular, but that gives you a rundown. The reason why I want to do this series of 0 to 100K a month is because it's challenging, and I've been fortunate enough to be able to make a lot of money, but at the same time, that was also when the market was much better. And if you're in the UK, the market is absolutely abysmal. Well, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's very shit. To give you an idea, we are like our average month, maybe this time last year at Love Circular. Oh, maybe not this time last year, but like roughly around then, we were probably doing about 40K a month on average. I'm going to leave those sirens in because they leave an authentic feel, and I live in a space where there's a lot of sirens, annoyingly. I don't want to dox myself, but yeah. All right, so yeah, when we were running the company, and I say we because there was more than myself. These days, it's just me full time, which is absolutely shit. I can't lie. It's a lot of work for me as a one person to manage, but I'm gonna get back to that point. But yeah, when we were running and we were in decent stride, maybe a year or two into the company, average month about 40K, 30 mid 30s at least on an average month, and we had a full time team of about 7 people. Part time staff, we had maybe like 6 part time staff at any given point, and that was the operation that ran the business of Love Circular. Now, when Rishi, or don't know how to pronounce his name, he's still a cunt though, so I don't really care. Anyway, when he announced that whole, what's that thing now? That energy crash. I forgot what actually happened. I don't keep up to date with politics because it's just beyond me at this point in my life. But yeah, when he announced like the price of energy and all of that shit would go up, our business went from generating X amount a month to just going straight down. And I'm telling you, that shit happened overnight. And it was semi peak because at the end of the day, I was like 26. 26 running a business that caters for 7 people, including myself. So let's say 6 of the people full time. That's some responsibility. I can't lie, that's some responsibility. And when that shit went left, it was awful. It was awful because at that point, from a founder standpoint, I was just on the ropes, man. Every day was firefighting. Not even like a little bit of firefighting. I'm talking like if I mess up, like if I fuck up, I know that somebody's child's bill might not get paid. And if it's not someone's child, it might be someone's husband, or it could be someone's someone's partner, like just whatever these situations are. But I knew that I was in control of that shit. And when things started going left, oh my god, I've been trying some shit, man. I can't even lie, like yeah, I don't even know how to describe how shit it's been. That being said, it's not forever, and I know that it's not forever, and I know that I'm not the only person. Some people just aren't as forthcoming about their struggles or their hardship when it comes to this whole entrepreneur game. And if I'm honest with you, like, that's fine. I'm just probably a bit shameless, and my autism or aurism, whatever I want to call it today, probably just blocks me out of feeling that level of shame. I've got a mission bigger than like my personal shame, so that's why I'm happy to talk about it. So yeah, in terms of 0 to 100K, I've had 100K months before. I understand what goes into them, at least at the time that I made the 100K a month thing happen, or I achieved 100K in a month. Uh, and these days, I'm hoping to not replicate, because I don't want to get my old situation back. I'm a person who believes in you can't get that old thing back. You can only go way further. So yeah, like I want to figure out how to go further, and I want to build systems with all of the new knowledge that I've acquired, and all of my scars, and all the like metaphorical scars, that is, of course, and all the other shit that's came into building the company back up to where it's at. So to give you an idea, the company probably does right now, the main company that is, given month, about I'm capping, it's doing about 7.5K. I reckon 7.5K. Someone's gonna be like, you should know this. He's the founder. And like, piss off. I've got better problems, bruv. All this money that I'm making, I won't lie to you, I barely see any of it. Like, the fallout of what's happened when the business started hemorrhaging money because of that energy thing. Between, let's say, December 2021, no, 2022 till now, I've probably lost like 6 figures. I think I've lost about 130K to date, in terms of just money that has came to me and just left before I could even do anything. And part of that was because, if I'm honest, part of that because of my inexperience as an entrepreneur. And if anyone's saying that they've figured it out, like, they're lying, man. Like, a lot of people that are first time entrepreneurs, at least, are figuring this shit out on the fly. In my position, I really didn't want to leave my team without any employment, or I wanted to see what I could do to put everyone in a position where we can at least pay them off. And on top of that, I didn't want the company to close down and then have like my team just not be without money and I hold on to all the money. So what I actually did was I tried reinvesting everything that I had into the business to keep people's job. Because I knew what that pressure was like. I tried to keep their job, and the thing is, as a company, we weathered so many different storms to get to this point. So it's like, all right, cool. We should be all right. We should be able to figure this out. As long as I can keep buying us time, however I do that, we should figure it out. We didn't figure this fucking thing out. I won't lie to you. We didn't figure it out. But that's fine. Like, that's just how it is at times. And my inexperience told me I should weather that. Now, if I feel like, I had some advice. Thankfully, I had some advice, but at that point, it was kind of getting a bit late, and I left it a little late to apply this advice. But yeah, if in future I'm in that position, I I definitely won't be letting myself get to this point, because I won't lie to you. Like, again, I said this company make 7K. Like, I don't even. The company's running at a loss at the moment. Like, we are running at a financial loss. So even if we make 10K next month, the majority of that money is not profit. Like, maybe 89% of that's like going out as soon as it comes in, and that's just because of where we're at. Like, I've got debts flying out of my ass, man. I can't lie to you. But at the end of the day, I want to be honest with you. I want to be honest with you. Why? Because I know this is just the cost of doing business at this stage, and this is the cost of me learning from my mistakes, and it's the cost of me being in a position where I once had a lot and now I have to build it all back from scratch. I don't want to sugarcoat anything, because at the end of the day, I want to be able to look back at this video, or I want to at least have somebody be able to point out when I'm in a completely different scenario in life and say, look, yo, your video when you started out or when you were in this position helped me out. And I feel like I've got some sort of savior complex. I must do. Like, my grand used to save a lot of people and help a lot of people, and it's just certain in my family. But yeah, I must have a savior complex, because I like the thought of helping people, and I'd do it at the detriment of my own personal shame, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. Why? Because I don't know. It just means something to me. To have something bigger than myself feels like it's a life worth living. So maybe that's why I'm an entrepreneur, because I want to add value at scale, or to people who really, really do need it. So yeah, there's that. I thought about this video and what I could talk about. I thought I'd share some of the hardship. There, I just want to make a little side note. There are some real cunts out there in the world. There are some real cunts out there, like people that will literally try to fuck you over and pretend that you're the problem. Again, I can't give certain people too much power, but there are some people who are in that position, and they will. I know they're gonna love the fact that I'm gonna struggle, and I'm currently struggling in these videos. But the thing that I love about all of this shit is nothing's forever, and at the end of the day, I'll be back on top in no time. I guess that will be that. But yeah, let's not give that too much energy, because that's kind of dead. What else do I want to get out of these videos? I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't feel like there's a main objective. I'm just going to talk every day. I'm going to try and upload before 12 a.m. It's currently like half 12. No, it's 12:39. October the 5th, 2023. But I just want to let you know, like, what goes on behind the scenes. I'll talk about my days. I'll talk about what I'm working on and what I'm like failing to do, because I'm one man with like 700 people to manage and all sorts of intricate little things that go on that are time consuming. But yeah, like, that's the sort of stuff that I want to talk about. If, for instance, someone has a question where they want to learn something about what I do or how it works, shit, go ahead, like, fire that over. I might just reply to it and see what I can do to add content. Again, my savior complex works works in many ways, and if you got something that you think I can help with or give perspective on, shit, I'll do my best, man. I'll do my best. And I realized something recently. I got a bit of a potty mouth. My mum would hate it, and she hates all the swearing. But hey, man, I'm just being my honest self in these videos. Whether that's imperfect or whether that's perfect to some, I don't really care anymore. I've faced too much hardship to really give a toss these days, and I kind of like it. It's freeing. There's something freeing about losing it all. I've not lost it all because I'm not homeless. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not homeless, or I've not had to move back in with my mum. But at the same time, like, remember I said we were doing like 30, 40 months and we've done some 100 months? Yeah, we are so far away from that there were profit in those months. I had my Audi. I had my nice car. These days, I'm on foot still. I'm on foot. But again, like, it's all relative. I like the whole thought of money and the topic of money because a lot of this shit actually is so funny. In my head, I've not actually felt like I've really lost out. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I still live a really good quality of life, a better quality of life than I had before all of this shit came in general. So I'm okay with it, but at the same time, like I miss eating at gauchos on a weekly basis. I miss eating a little lobster every now and then. I miss knowing that I could go on holiday whenever I want. These days, I want to go on holiday and I just can't. Like I can't afford that shit. And even when I can afford that shit, I know that I really shouldn't, but I shouldn't be doing it because there's something else in the way. So it's a bit peak, innit? It's a bit peak. But hey, like again, welcome to my inner monologue. I don't know where this is gonna go. I'm kind of scared a little bit. I can't lie. I'm kind of scared. Being this vulnerable for some strangers, it's crazy. It's crazy. I feel like one of those people where I don't actually know how left things might go in entrepreneurship. One day I might need to get a job, but if you're watching this and I'm applying for a job, all I'm gonna say is this is who I am. I'm amazing, but I'm also this guy. Whatever this guy is, whoever this guy is. Kind of self-deprecating the way I framed that because I do think I'm amazing. So let's not do that. Yeah. My favorite color is blue, if you're wondering. I like Mercedes F1 team. Big fan of Lewis Hamilton. Shout out to him. Shout out to George as well. Bit shaky right now, but shout out to George. I unfortunately support Man United. Unfortunately today. Yesterday. You know the vibe. What else do I have for you lot? Oh shit, yeah. You know what? A million a month. Not a million a month, sorry. 100K a month. Let me talk about money for a little second. Because I realized something and I want to put a disclaimer on all of this all of my conversations in future with you is about 0 to 100K. Whenever I talk about money, it's not to be arrogant. It's not to make people feel like whatever they earn or whatever they see is not enough. That's not who I am or what I'm about. That being said, I am very aware how the internet works, and the internet cares about money. And if I create a catchy title, it's gonna get the clicks. And me, again, I just like the attention. I like saving people and I like the attention. So I'm gonna create some clickbait titles. I'm aware of that. If you're watching this bit or you're listening to this bit, if I'm doing a podcast, we're all in on this, right? So just bear with me. We're trying to build a brand. At some point, I might build a brand big enough so it doesn't really matter. At some point, that's going to come in the future. But yeah, the whole 100K thing. I don't ever want people to feel like their situation's small because somebody else like myself is trying to get 100K a month. If I'm completely honest with you, I don't think 100K a month's I don't think like it's sexy, to be fair. I seen what happened when we made 100K that month. I had bare anxiety. I can't lie. I had so much anxiety. I was nervous that week that we made all that money. I was nervous as shit. But that being said, that's the benchmark that we're working towards. I don't want to do 10K a month because 10K it is obtainable with my background, my ability, and all of that. And I'm not going to do that. But 100K a month, I feel like it will take me a good year or so. It should take me just around a year, I reckon, if I'm doing the right things. Right now, what am I reading? If you're wondering, you didn't care a shit, did you? But if you're here, I'm going to tell you anyway. I'm reading .com Secrets by Russell Brunson. I think it's a really good book on the fundamentals of marketing in the modern age, especially digital marketing. And it's given me some ideas. I recently read Alex Hormozi's $100 million Off No Leads. Really good book, and I can see where his inspiration from Brunson has come from, and it's chef's kiss. It's beautiful. What else is there that I can add to all of this? I was reading something else. It doesn't really matter. I'll probably update you lot tomorrow. But yeah, those two books are really big at the moment, and they're helping me shape a perspective on how I want to go about. Oh, it's Daniel Priestley's book. Oh shit, what's the title? Daniel Priestley's Oversubscribed. So I'm taking all of my learnings from those three books and I'm using them to enhance my ability to create compelling offers, and great value driving businesses. So yeah, that's what we're working on. You know what? I know that I'm gonna be speaking to myself a lot more. I kind of do it for a living anyway when I teach, but I feel like I should let you know I'm really trying to get 100K a month. I'm really trying to get 1 million a month. That's really what I want. But we'll start here and we'll create these videos at 100K, and then once we get there, we'll go to 1 million. But I digress. The 100K a month. I'm a really big car guy. I like cars. You might even see like my little Lego car up there. I need to build the other one. I'm just really lazy. Oh, the other one's over there. But yeah, as soon as I can, I promise you, lot, I'm buying a GT3. I'm buying a GT3 RS. I know one of my brethren, he's got a GT4 RS, to be fair, and he's saying, go to GT4S, like GT3, you're just getting a name. I don't know. I'm too fucking broke to be able to afford either of those cars at the moment, and I ain't ever really driven a Porsche or Porsche, if you really care for all that crap. But yeah, I've never driven one before, but I've driven in them, and I fell in love the day that I sat in that 911. Oh, let me tell you about a car. If Yeah, I'll say some things that'll really get me cancelled if I talked about that car. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't want all this money to be able to buy that car. And before anyone chats shit about money can't buy you happiness, at least I can buy a GT3 RS and drift that bitch and cry. I'll do that happily, happily. I track that. I'll drive it. Oh, I take the dog in it. My dog's down there. We'll go for a little drive. I do a lot. So fucking full. But yeah, I actually really, I really do want that car. I'd love that car. That's like the main car. If I had 3 cars that I can pick right now, I don't know what to do with my arm, if I'm honest. But yeah, if I had 3 cars that I could pick, that's the priority. Wow, that is the priority. I'd also get. I feel like I could get an SUV. I did told myself at 16 that I wanted a BMW X6 or any model in that sport SUV range. Did I get a BMW X6 when I had all that money? Damn it, I didn't. I didn't even think to get it, to be fair. I had an Audi S3 that was remapped. That was an amazing car. Oof, what a car, what a machine. Them gems know a thing or two about engineering, man. I promise you. They just get it. But did I get it? No, I didn't really get the X6. I was in the hot hatch. I'd go for a GLE coupe, C63. No, C63. What is it? GLE 63S. Yeah. That car. My first memory with that car. Again, never driven it, but I really want it. It was when I had my Fiesta, my purple-looking Fiesta. That's actually red. It's red. I promise you, it's red. But yeah, I had that Fiesta, right? And I used to work at Apple in Manchester or Trafford, and there was one day where I was sat in the car. If you've never heard of a Ford Fiesta, it's like 1,200 kilograms or some shit like that. It's really light as a car. It is literally like having a cardboard box on wheels. But nevertheless, that was my babe. That car, I love that car. But I'm sat in the car after work. I've had a long friggin' shift, and I'm chilling, right? About to drive home. I'm just checking my phone. I just feel vroom. I'm like, what's that? I've not got AirPods in because they weren't a thing. I had my Beats headphones, the noise cancelling ones. I'm like, something's vibrating in my car, but I can't figure out what it is. I could feel something. I'm like, vroom. What's that? I take my headphones off. I can't hear anything, but I can't actually hear anything at this point, but I could feel something. I could feel it felt like a vibration. Before you know it, you start hearing I don't even know how to describe what it sounded like. It sounded like a massive monster truck, at least. I have no idea. It sounded like a monster truck. But that shit was loud. It starts driving through the car park, and I'm just sat in my car like, this piece of shit is not worthy of being on the same road as that GLE 63S. No offense if you got a Ford Fiesta, because I've had one too. But yo, like that a Ford Fiesta doesn't even feel like a car anymore when you see that. I drove home and I was pissed all day long. I was like, wow, I really want to see what it's like to have one of those. Just the presence on the road, and the feeling of hearing that noise. I'm definitely going. I might have to get one of the ones before all of this like anti-pollution and shit comes in. But that was like 2016, and that's the reason why I want a GLE 63, because it made me feel small when I was in the other car, and when I felt that, I felt like I'm missing out on a lot of car. There's a lot of engine power. There's a lot of presence. There's a lot of just size, luxury. Oh, I just missed out. So yeah, there's that bit. What else do I have? I want a Ferrari, you know. I really want a Ferrari, an F8 Ferrari or an 812 white Ferrari. Just give me a Ferrari. Like, I used to be a little kid, and every little kid, when they said what car would you draw, or you draw a car, it used to be a Ferrari. Of course, it was a Ferrari, and if it wasn't a Ferrari, it was close to being a Ferrari, because everyone drew that red car when it was a kid or you or whatever. And that's why I want a Ferrari. So a Porsche 911 GTS, Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Give me any color, I'll take it. Just give me any color. I want a GLE Coupe C6. Why do I keep saying C63? GLE 63S Coupe. I just want to hear something go boom boom really loud with that one, and for it to have that mad presence on the road, feel nice. And it's a more comfortable drive than driving a sports car. Then what else would I like? The Ferrari. I'm not too fussy. I understand that it's hard to get a Ferrari, so whatever they offer me, I might just say yes if I'm in position to. So yeah, white Ferrari, and that'll be my dream free car lineup. Again, these videos will be anything and everything in my inner monologue at the time, and that's just gonna be that. Sometimes I might have a little glass of vino, a little wine. But today I've got nothing. But again, why am I telling you guys this? But yeah, this is Fight Mediocrity. Welcome back, right? But no, this is seriously 0 to 1K, 0 to 100K. Again, I told you I'm shit at English, and you've seen it throughout this whole video. But it's what it is, isn't it? And yeah, it's been lovely. Wow. Why am I uploading these videos, man? Peace.